Hello everybody, Dynabro007 here on the old pile of garbage that is the old laptop that I used for the longest time. I did get a new computer recently and it doesn't have a microphone, so we're here playing on the really laggy piece of shit, but you know, it's what it is. Because I really wanted the chance to talk about. Yeah, because update number 13 was, I felt it was so good. Like, there really wasn't any significant drawback that I literally bought VIP again. I've only ever done this twice. This is the third time I have ever bought VIP. I like to get back to the game when I felt it has done something right. Because, you know, they are developing this game constantly and there's budgets and costs and everything. So I do like to give back when I can. But, yeah, I was really impressed with update number 13. And you want to know the biggest thing about it that's really surprised me when I thought about it? There's no new creatures. Not one. And it's one of the best updates I've ever seen for this entire game. So what is so amazing about this new thing? Simply put, they have given a significant advantage to new players. Every single time you get a new creature or you reach a new stage with a creature, you get a bonus of food and VIP points and bucks, and that's amazing. That is going to significantly just boost the game's it's going to significantly increase the quality of early game, content. You're just new to this game, you just got your first Triceratops, you've already gotten a small, 70+ food bonus, that's really helpful, that's really useful, and that's amazing. And on top of that, after you get that bonus, you get freaking Dino Facts, or Creature Facts, which were exactly the exact same thing as Jurassic Park Builder had, and that's amazing. That's friggin' awesome. And not to mention that we get facts on the hybrids too, which really lets us understand what these animals are actually like when they're not constricted to pre-made models and animation. As we learned, Ichthyostega or Ichthyosaurus is a lot smaller. Actually, I'll go try to get it while I'm sitting here rambling, because I've been looking at the same screen. If I can get here with all this, Jesus Christ. Just looking at this game now after playing it on the other one, this thing doesn't even hold a fucking candle. Yeah, if we go to the Ichthyosaurus over here, which is actually one of my favorite creatures in this game. I just love the design and colors of this creature. Yeah, this old piece of shit's really showing, but let's see. I'm trying to see. I think it was the one I just passed. Right here. Oh wait, never mind. Maybe some other creature I was thinking of where they talked about how it was a lot smaller. Never mind. Yeah, I could have sworn it was a fact. Never mind. Forget what I said. I'm just being weird. I'm probably remembering something else. Because I read through all the herbivore and carnivore facts because that's what I'm interested in. Anyways, but yeah, so that is a significant, that's a huge improvement. That is outstanding. That's great work, amazing. That is just what we needed for this game. It is a tiny, vestigial improvement over this game, but it means a lot to someone like me who really likes to maybe do a little bit of read up. I know they're not the most realistic facts of all time, but they're nice to have. They add something to the level ups beyond just rewards. They make, you can actually read up about the animal that you have in your park. It's really cool. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, there is another fucking amazing addition. Right there. There it is. The prize drop. So every day, you can come in here, every 24 hours, drop by the prize zone. And every day there's new rewards. As you can see, I have maxed out my tickets in the silver category because there's Arametherium, the one Cenozoic creature I have missed. I still have yet to do the Dodecarus or Archaeotherium, whatever the hell pig thing is, videos on those, because I got those, I just never, I never actually showed them off. But as you can see, we click on this, and it's a 1% chance to get, but I have gotten two 1% chances in a single one of these, so I'm gonna hope I can get my Arametherium. Even if it's just one, I want to see it in my park. I see the gold ones, Megatherium, I already got that one, I also see a 5% chance, and this guy right here, the Arch things, so I'm good for those. And then here you can earn, I've tried, there was Secadontosaurus, and I tried, didn't get him, sadly, but, I'll keep trying if I ever see him. And if I see any creature I don't own yet. But so the prize drop is amazing. It's a spinner. It tells you, and it's not like the packs, so it's like, ooh, you could get this. Ooh, what's your percent? No, you look right there. You have a 1% chance. It is written. It is right there. It says you have a 1% chance of getting this, and that is leagues better than any of the packs, because the packs do not describe the percent chance of getting it, of getting a creature there. You have a chance to unlock a fucking tournament, but what's the chance? You don't know. Here it is written out for you, specifically telling you the odds, and that is just great. Absolutely fantastic. And overall, it's a great system that even reward, like, look at this, a huge boost to new players. Look at this, a new player can come into this prize drop, and he can get, 5,000 food, 30,000 coins, a free maze, or not really a free maze, but, he needs a chance to get Utah Raptors, which are pretty good early game dinosaurs. I remember those being very useful when I was starting up my game. Sure, it's not the best thing in the entire universe, but who cares? This is a really good addition that adds a lot to the game. These two things add a lot to earlier game content that really allows you to get some later game creatures just by playing the game and having a daily check-in. It's amazing. I really, really thought that these were great additions, very intelligent, very well thought out decisions. And then we get to the big one, the one that people have been complaining about, and I'd like to give my little perspective on it. The new tournament system. If you don't know, the tournament is going to be split into 3 new categories: lightweight, medium weight, and heavyweight. So that players, I think it's like 1 through 17 or something like that, are going to be in the lightweight. 18 to 60 are medium. I don't remember. It's weird. It's something like that. Okay, it's just something through something lightweight. I'm not sure on the exact numbers because I don't have them pulled up. But as it stands, they've released a little thing showing off what it is, and people lost their shit because, as it turns out, the rewards are not the same. The reward for the lightweight is a Caprasuchus, which is, as long as the tournament is balanced properly, because if you're going for Caprasuchus as hard as you're going for Gorgasuchus at lightweight, that's still a little too much. Caprasuchus is a late game mega health tank, so it is freaking amazing to have at such an early levels like 10 or something. I don't know what I don't know what levels they are, but early game Caprasuchus, not only is it a cool looking creature, but it's part of the hybrid of Gorgasuchus, which Gorgosaurus is actually the heavyweight. So what they're doing is they're giving people the chance early on, like, when they just start, to get the first one. And there you go, there's your Caprasuchus, take it. I'm pretty sure it's going to unlock. That's part of the point of the tournaments, isn't it? And if it's not, then there's a problem. But, we'll get to that when we get to that. That'll be just, it'll start this Friday. But, so you get your level 17 or something, and you get the Caprasuchus, and then you reach your level, you're 61 or above, which I know is the heavyweight, because people have been fucking crying about it all over the place. Your level 6 Caprasuchus, or you can get Gorgosaurus, and then you can finally hybridize the two. It allows you to start, cloning Caprasuchus early games, so you can have the plan ready to create the Gorgosaurus, which I have right over here. Which, it's like the best health tank in the game, currently. and it's beautiful. I mean, this is low res and looks like shit, but you know, if you actually use it like an iPhone, I'm just getting it to level 10. Look at that. It's just a really decent creature. It's great, and I think that's a really smart addition, personally. As much as people may not like it, and here's my little perspective on it, because people have been saying, oh, why can't we have access to these late game creatures? Or we don't have access to these creatures. This feels like, because a lot of this, as you noticed, is more assisting early game players. You know, the food additions. Look at my food. Do I need any more food? No. Do I need any more coins? No. Obviously, I've cheated in the other amounts, and I'm trying to work on that. As you can see, the DNA is at 70,000, and I'm going to wait for Uodon to be officially released so I can burn through that a little bit more. And I probably will sell all of these guys until I only have this right here, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Until I'm down to about 50,000 DNA, which is the goal, but that's beside the point right now. The point is that it gives me rewards that I don't really need, even if I didn't cheat. The food and coins would be the exact same, and so really the evolution bonuses don't really help me as a late game player. The prize drop can give me a chance of helping. It is pretty neato, and it's the first two are early game, and the second two are more late game. But it really give a significant advantage to lower level players that, like, I never had an advantage like this. If I had the prize drop when Jurassic was released, holy shit, my game playing experience would be totally different. But because they've really added a bunch of late or early game content, early game additions that really make the game a lot more fun to play early on. And so I feel like this is the proper addition. They gave late game bonus. But yeah, it's like it adds a bunch of late. It adds something to the late. The new tournament system adds something to give back to the late game players, because it's nothing of this new. None of this new stuff is really going to help a late game player like myself. Even if I didn't cheat, none of this is really supremely helpful. None of this really makes me go, ooh, that's really going to assist me, other than the prize drop VIP thing, which I had to pay for to get. It's just. So it feels like this tournament system, new early edition, is really what the game kind of needed for late game players. As much as people don't like the idea, they're like, oh, but I can't have Gorgosaurus anymore. You ever played a video game before, bud? Sometimes things are locked behind a level. You get a sword, and it's locked for level 12, and you're level 9. Sometimes you just don't have access to these certain things. And it's not like the game is balanced around the idea that you're never going to level up. I've been waiting for a level up for an entire year, probably at this point. It's not hard to reach level 75. Once you get to like level 50, you just start buying John Hammond statues and completing quests on the side every once in a while. It doesn't really matter. And, like, people are like, oh, but I'm level this, and I'm good enough to fucking get it now. And it's like, well, tough shit. You're just not high enough leveled, and it's not, like I said, if you're at the power level where you can get and beat these tournaments, you should have more than enough resources to start focusing on leveling up. I just played through this game before when it wasn't so forgiving to new game players as the new update will allow. This new game content is really going to help these new players who are going to be joining this game, and I really feel like this is a good time, if any, to restart a Jurassic World account, to really see how much of a change this really does to early game. Because I feel like it's going to be significant. It's going to make the game so much more fun. But it's just... sorry about that, but... I just... Like, it just seems like a really good addition, personally. Like, if I, at level 17, had access to a tournament that was balanced towards my level, didn't gain trophies too fast, and let me unlock a late-game creature like Caprasuchus, I would be pretty excited. And the middle tier, I haven't talked about it, is Ichthyostega, which is alright, I guess. It does contribute towards creating the Rajastega, which is one of my favorite creatures in the entire game. So give bonus points towards having a really cool hybrid. Which so it's the middle tier is alright. It's hard to really find something, I guess, that would fit in there, but whatever. Yeah, I really like this idea. Late game content. They're like, oh, well, you guys, I've been in this game for 2 years. To see something that actually goes, hey, you've been here for 2 years. We want to think, here's a little something for your time. And so they let you have access to a creature, or let you have a chance of getting a creature that no one else can get besides people who have either spent a lot of time with the game. Rewarding players for spending time with their game and possibly spending their money, which is nice. Not only does it give new players something to aspire to make them want to keep going higher, not just these bonus points for leveling up dinosaurs in this prize drop, but also having them to look up something. What do I have to look forward to? You look forward to having tournament creatures, but then you can combine with your current animals to make tournament hybrids, which are the strongest hybrids in the game. It adds a lot, and people are just getting angry because they can't unlock it right now. Oh, I want it now. That's just being entitled. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Sometimes you're going to have to work hard to get what you want. It's a mobile game. You only have to check in like once every day. But if you do that, and you check in once every day for a couple of months, you should be getting levels pretty regularly. And tournaments are the only thing that you really should be complaining about is if they're actually too hard. That's it. The current system setup is great. It is fantastic, and it really helps out new players. It gives something to old players to hold on to so that they can say, that they actually, feel rewarded for their time. They're not like just given the finger and told, hey, everyone can unlock these. Obviously, it's like, oh, well, everyone can unlock them. It was more fair, but I still think that this system in and of itself is better. It lets old players know that Ludia gives them something for their time, and new players get a ton of new stuff in the process as well, adding prize drops and rewards for leveling up your dinosaurs. It's great. It's really good. Really, there's nothing else to talk about besides that. There is one thing though. One bad thing in this update. I know I've just been looking at the screen just talking, but so I'm just gonna. Yeah. This needs to change. You may think, oh, you're just a hacker, so it's it's only a problem you're gonna encounter. If you haven't played this game, everyone's having a problem with this system. Everyone's getting gypped. Everyone's getting their asses handed to them. Ludia needs to tone down the levels. Crank that difficulty dial down just a smidgen, because this won't do it. This is not okay. These things, look at 21,000 health. That's 4 hits from Metriaphodon, and it can kill it in 1 hit. No thank you. That's the only bad thing about this update, and that's not bad. That feature itself is pretty neat, allowing you to see some earlier game creatures when you're battling with your tournament hybrids. But they're gonna have to turn down the difficulty because holy mother of Jesus, that is a death machine. Don't put it anywhere near me. But yeah, that's pretty much update 13. When creatures get released for update 13, I'll actually talk about them. And if you see in here, I actually already have some Archaeotherium hatched for later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the content for 13. It was a big boost for late game and nice lock off for some higher tier players to really have something to hold on to. And overall, I think it makes the game so much better that I was like, I should purchase VIP again. They deserve it. They did really good work this update. Normally when they update, there's good and there's bad. And in this update, there's a very smidgen minor bad, and everything else is freaking amazing. And we know how this system works, don't we? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the bad. I'm waiting for it. If it doesn't come, I'll be happy, but the way the pattern has worked, with the amazing and the good, with an update, soon comes the bad to follow. So maybe we'll have to worry about the new creatures, or maybe there'll be a new feature that we haven't even been exposed to yet that will completely ruin all the goodwill this update has created. Until then, well, this update is freaking amazing. And I can't really say anything else. It's great, and that's all I have to say on the matter.